Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we have a nice small 4-game slate for Major League Baseball. Just be aware that the weather for the New York Yankee-Boston game could be pretty much a big deal, and it could lead to an early postponement. So do keep that in mind if that, and make sure to check back closer to slate to see if that is going to be an issue. With that said, regardless if that game plays or not, I'm going to go as if those games are playing. So let's go and get into our pitchers here. And I have Blake Snell as my top P1 option, with Eflin and Beaver being alternatives. Both Eflin and Beaver have lower floors. They do have good ceilings, but lower floors. Meanwhile, Snell has the toughest matchup because he's facing Tampa Bay, but he might be the best pitcher on the slate as he has the most upside. Then for a P2 option, I think Brad Miller for the Dodgers is the best option, as he has had 4 starts so far this season, and all 4 of those games he's been at 20 fantasy points or more. He's also included 3 wins, and he's given up 2 earned runs totally. He's also faced a very daunting matchups, and so that definitely gives him some nice utility here. It is a tough matchup, and I do like San Francisco batters a little bit, but I do think he's a viable option. Moving into our bats here, as you can see, I do have a San Francisco guy at catcher, and that's Patrick Bailey. He draws really good metrics for this game. It is a little bit risky, but he's super cheap and very viable here. Will Smith is also in play, as he draws a really good matchup with San Francisco. He has good metrics for this one and has really good upside. Gary Sanchez is also in play as a high-risk, high-reward play, but he's super cheap, and he draws good home run potential in this matchup. Moving into the first base, we'll look at Yandy Diaz for the Tampa Bay Rays. He has some really good metrics for this game. He's also hitting the ball really well, and I like his upside for this one. He is fairly expensive, though. Josh Bell is also in play for Cleveland. He's dirt cheap. He is a Hail Mary call, but he has home run or bust kind of potential here, and he draws really good metrics. Jake Bauers for the Yankees is also in play. He's also high risk, high reward, but he's hitting the ball better recently, and I like his potential here for a home run. Moving into our second base guys, we're going to look at Mookie Betts, who draws really good metrics for this game. He has really high marks here. I do like his upside, and he has home run potential. He is very close to being a core play, but I actually like Andre Jimenez almost just as much, and he is a core play for me. He draws really good metrics for this game. I like his upside and has good potential to have a solid fantasy output game. You can also play Mookie Betts in the outfield, which is an advantage as well. Rafael Devers is in play at third base. He draws really good metrics. He's hitting the ball better recently, and he's got home run potential, though he has been somewhat boom or bust throughout the season, as he's been having a lot of strikeouts, but he seems like he's hitting a little bit better. Jose Ramirez may actually be a safer play at this position. He's a little bit cheaper as well. He draws good home run metrics and nice upside, and he's also hitting the ball really well lately. We'll also look at Justin Turner as kind of a value play at this position. He can play first base as well, but there's plenty of guys at first base. But he has hit the ball extremely well lately. He has really nice upside, and he has great metrics for this game. Wander Franco is in play at shortstop, as he draws top-tier metrics, though he is fairly expensive for this matchup. Somewhat high risk, high reward to use him here, especially with Demond Rosario available, who has some really good metrics for this game. He's not a home run hitter, but he does hit the ball decently well lately, and he has some potential here. Moving to the outfielders, we're going to start with Mookie Betts again. He's a top-tier option. You can also look at Verdugo, Stanton, and JD Martinez as good options. JD Martinez has hit the ball extremely well lately, has home run potential. Stanton has also come back from his injuries and hitting the ball decently well, but he does have the home run upside here. And then, let's see here. Sorry, I lost my player. Alex Verdugo. That's because he's a core play. That's why I lost him. He has great potential in this game. I think he's got the most upside of anybody at this position, and I like his potential here. He's also come down in price a little bit. Then we'll look at some value plays here, and it's kind of risky in the value play department because there's just a few games and they don't have a lot of great options. But Harold Ramirez strikes me as the top value play, as he has good metrics for this game and he's hitting the ball pretty well. He also has home run upside. Jake Bauers again can play at outfield as well as first base. Pavin Smith also draws some really nice metrics for this game, though he does face a tough matchup against Bieber, and he hasn't hit the ball very well so far this season. Then we'll look at Jock Peterson and San Francisco bats. He has some really good metrics for this game. It is high risk, high reward, but he draws some good utility. Conforto also draws some really good metrics for this game, and I like his home run potential here. So with that said, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below, and have a nice day, guys.